Most people think wealth is obvious. Flashy cars, designer clothes, expensive vacations. But real wealth, it's a lot quieter. In fact, the people who are actually getting rich often don't feel rich at all. They're too busy doing the right things, saving, investing, building, to notice how far they've come. If you've ever wondered whether you're truly on the path to wealth, this video will show you the 7 subtle signs you're secretly getting rich, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. Because the truth is, the richest people don't wait until they feel rich to act wealthy. They do the work first and the money shows up later. Let's get into it. Sign 1, you live below your means, and it doesn't feel painful. Here's something most people miss. Living below your means doesn't look like suffering. It looks like calm. It looks like spending without anxiety and still having money left over at the end of the month. You're not obsessing over every dollar, but you're also not leaking money trying to impress people who don't matter. You've quietly designed a lifestyle that costs less than what you earn. And that gap is everything. That's the space where wealth starts growing. That's where investing happens. That's where options come from. And the crazy part is, you don't feel deprived. You just stop chasing things that don't actually improve your life. You figured out what enough looks like for you, not what social media told you it should be. That mindset alone puts you ahead of most people, because wealth doesn't start with more money, it starts with restraint. Sign 2, you're playing the long game while everyone else wants quick wins. Most people are addicted to fast results, quick money, overnight success, the next hot thing. But if you're quietly getting rich, your brain doesn't work like that anymore. You think in years, not weekends. You understand that boring consistency beats exciting randomness every single time. You invest even when nothing exciting is happening. You show up when there's no applause. You've accepted that real progress feels slow in the beginning, and you're okay with that. You don't panic when results aren't instant because you know compound growth doesn't announce itself early. This patience, this is rare, and it's exactly why most people quit right before things would have worked. Sign 3, you've built a financial cushion and you keep it quiet. You're no longer living with that constant edge of your seat stress. You know the one, where a flat tire or medical bill feels like a financial emergency. You've got a buffer now, money set aside that buys you peace. And what's interesting is you don't talk about it. You don't flex it. You don't post screenshots. You just sleep better. You don't panic when life throws a curveball. You don't spiral when something unexpected pops up. That cushion gives you something most people never experience. Time to think instead of react. Time to make smart decisions instead of desperate ones. You built protection before you needed it, and that's a dead giveaway of someone who's quietly leveling up financially. Sign 4, your income is rising, but your lifestyle isn't exploding with it. This one's huge. You're making more money than you used to, but your life doesn't look dramatically different on the outside. No sudden upgrades, no constant splurging, no pressure to reward yourself every time you win. You've learned something powerful. Raises don't make you rich. What you don't spend does. Instead of inflating your lifestyle, you're expanding the gap between what you earn and what you spend. And that gap, that's the engine. That's what fuels investments, freedom, and long-term security. To most people, this looks boring, but boring is dangerous in a good way, because boring money habits quietly create explosive results over time. Sign 5, money stopped being the goal and started being a tool. At some point, your relationship with money shifted. You stopped chasing numbers just to chase them. You stopped checking your accounts like a scoreboard. Now you ask better questions. What do I want my money to do for me? What kind of life am I building? What am I optimizing for? Status or freedom? You're willing to spend money where it buys time, reduces stress, or improves quality of life. But you're not interested in spending just to look successful. You care about value, not validation. That shift is subtle, but it's massive, because once money becomes a tool instead of a trophy, you start using it intentionally, and intentional money always grows faster. Sign 6, you're kind of bored talking about money. This surprises people, but it's real. When money's tight, it dominates your thoughts. Every decision feels heavy. Every purchase feels emotional. But when you've built solid systems, money fades into the background. You've automated the important stuff. You're not chasing every new trend or obsessing over every small expense. You've handled the basics so well that they don't need constant attention anymore. Instead, your brain is focused on bigger things: projects, health, relationships, purpose. You're not consumed by financial noise because your foundation is solid. Quiet wealth often feels eventless, and that's exactly the point. When money stops being the main character in your life, you've already won a game most people don't even know they're playing. Sign 7. You feel rich in time, not just money. This is the one most people miss. You're starting to value time more than stuff. You don't glorify being busy anymore. You don't wear exhaustion like a badge of honor. You pay for convenience. You say no without guilt. You create space in your life. And slowly, urgency fades. You're not rushing through everything like you're always behind. When you're broke, time is something you sell. When you're stable, time is something you protect. And when you're quietly getting rich, time becomes something you design your life around. That freedom doesn't always show up on a balance sheet, but it's one of the clearest signs you're doing something right. Here's the truth most people never hear. Getting rich rarely feels dramatic. There's no big moment, no fireworks, no instant "I made it" feeling. Most of the time, it feels boring, uneventful, almost invisible. It's skipping things you could afford. It's choosing long-term comfort over short-term excitement. It's doing the boring, right things over and over while everyone else chases noise. And if you recognized even a couple of these signs in your own life, you're already ahead of the curve. You're not just surviving, you're building something durable, something quiet, something that doesn't disappear when life gets messy. So keep going, even if it doesn't feel like you're getting rich yet. That's usually how it starts. If this made you see your progress differently, hit like so more people hear this message. And if you want to go deeper into how quietly wealthy people actually think and move, make sure you're subscribed. You're closer than you think.